Far corner of the aquarium, you're able to see the wild, untamed youth known as Jay.
He's bumping.
All the sharks in this tank are male.
He said like the hammerheads.
Well, no, he said all of them were in this tank. They're actively working on a breeding program here, especially for the Indonesian zebra sharks.
Yeah.
And they send the fertilized eggs to Indonesia for incubation as well as release once the sharks are hatched.
It's weird that how they not get a great white from them.
Nothing crazy.
Never that one. They can't do it. Yeah, they're
Great whites.
They are beautiful fish. I wouldn't want to be out in the ocean while they do this. However, I don't think I might be a little nervous. The problem that I remember California having for a while, and it was just for a while, I think it was because the seals were coming in, and people that had rubber,
The wetsuits?
the wetsuits, were getting attacked.
Well, sure, they chase like chicken.
It looked like what
Like
their
seals
prey.
and
I
taste like
know, it
chicken.
looked like what their prey was. So they were like, "Oh, okay."
They
So they were starting to tell people to take off the black wetsuits, even if it is cold.
look like baby seals. Well, they need to make wetsuits red.
I know. I never quite understood why they had to be black, to be very honest. I mean, I guess if you want to get close to something and take pictures of it, I can see why maybe black would be the color you would want to be. Because black would probably not be any color that is a predator.
So fish have a swim bladder, which allows them to keep their buoyancy in the water. So if their swim bladder, it's like a sack that's filled with air, basically, and it lets fish like be able to control like where they are, and like they can like release air and sink lower. They can like pull in air and it go up. That's how they swim properly. If it's broken, they sink. Sharks don't have that swim bladder. They actually have a really big liver, and that's what lets them stay afloat. Their liver is just massive, and that's what lets them keep their buoyancy in the water.
That's
So
why
it's like
orcas like
fatty?
to eat them.
Yes.
Those
Well,
are yummy.
It's fatty and it's like buoyant.
I don't know exactly why, but it's just buoyant. It's kind of like spongy, I would say, almost. I don't know exactly. I just know that they have a liver that it's huge. Like when we dissected sharks, their liver is massive. Like it takes up a lot of space in their body.
Okay, so compared to the rest of the organs, like how much of its body, at least specifically the one that you dissected, did it take up?
I can't really give you like an exact estimate, but it just took up a lot. It was maybe like 4 times the size of the heart, I would say. And their heart was little. We were dissecting like little baby sharks, and their heart was like that big, and the sharks weren't that big.
Yeah. So like,
So,
how
like-
much? How big was the liver?
It was kind of big. Like it takes up like a whole section.
So it's about 6 times the size of the heart.
4 to 6, yeah, I think. That's a rough estimate. Take it with kind of a grain of salt, but
Based
Yeah.
on your
For that
experience.
specific
based on my
species and a baby.
experience, yes.
Wait, was it a baby or
It
was
was a
just tiny
baby.
species?
It was a baby.
Okay.
It was a baby.
What species was it?
I don't know the exact
Did you,
species.
did you dissect something this year that was pregnant?
No, they were all male.
They're all male. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're all male in this tank right now.
Yes.
But they are working on a breeding program with the Ocean Voyagers tank.
But
Thank
yeah.
you.